Hey, you guys, this is Tamiya Robles. Welcome, welcome. I am a credit repair specialist expert. I am the owner of Fix My Credit Now 850.com. I am the host of this podcast, Coast to Coast Credit. Welcome, welcome. And welcome to my new scenery. As you can see, my baby grand piano is now behind me. Hopefully you like my new spots. But anyway, what I decided to do today is a reaction video again on identity theft. I need you guys to be abundantly clear about what's going on in these streets. Please don't get comfortable. When you get your credit repaired and your score goes up, please continue to protect yourself. Do a credit freeze, do a fraud alert, do what you need to do. Because if you do become a victim of identity theft, it will damage your credit until you fix it. It's not overnight when they try to go after the thief that stole your credit. But it will be an instant hit to your credit and you need to do something about it. I will do a video where I go into detail on how to freeze your credit report, if your identity is stolen, what you should do, so on and so forth. For whatever reason, you guys don't seem to be too interested in that. I noticed the videos and the algorithm and the statistics or whatever. What y'all are into are bankruptcies and bankruptcies only. And because that is such a hard hit on your credit to get a bankruptcy, you guys still don't fix it and put a protection on your credit report. So you don't want to get hit again, even after you fix your credit and get the bankruptcy removed and this, that, and the other. You have to take this seriously. So hopefully these little reaction videos do help a little bit. So let's jump right into it. We're gonna actually go over two short clips through WREG News, and hopefully this wakes you guys up a little bit. All right, hold on. Let me fix my screen here, blow it up so y'all can see.
A Memphis woman is accused of using someone else's identity to buy several luxury cars. She's now charged in the crime. As WREG's Marcus Hunter explains, this is not her first time being in front of a judge.
Of course it's not. Look, she stole BMWs. She stole people's identities and purchased a BMW in 2023, April, May, twice in May. Like, that's crazy. And it looks like it was all within the same week.
Monday morning, 28-year-old Francesca Williams stood before a judge to face charges after she allegedly stole someone's identity and bought a BMW, a Mercedes-Benz, and an Audi from 3 different dealerships, all within 1 week. Records show that Williams used a Texas driver's license containing the victim's name and false documents to get the vehicle. She also allegedly forged the victim's signature. Her bond was set at $15,000. According to the judge, this is not her first run-in with the law.
If this is not her first run-in with the law, why is her bond only $15,000? And I'm not a criminal or anything, but I have rubbed elbows with some people who've gone to jail before. And it's not $15,000 that you need to pay. It's a minimum of $15,000, but you can pay what, 15% of that or 10% of that to be free. So what does she have to pay? My math is not the greatest. Was it $1,500 that she's gonna pay to get free? I don't understand. If she forged somebody's signature and purchased these luxury cars, why isn't she thrown under the jail? And this is her, how many times has she done this? More than twice? Whatever. Okay, let's keep going.
You seem to be out on 5 or 6 other cases. I don't think that's high enough bond, to be honest with you.
The judge voiced concerns about Williams' bond being what he considered
5
low.
to 6 times. So this is her 7th time. This is her 7th time doing this. And you hope to see her next week. I don't get it.
Telling her that if she were to post bond, to make sure she is back in court on Thursday.
You know what if she's not?
Bring your lawyer in here.
Look at her demeanor. Look at her. Like, she's so nonchalant. She doesn't care. I promise you she's going to keep doing this. Look at that. She comes in that's not how you're supposed to address a judge in court. You're supposed to show some sort of remorse. You're supposed to show that you're humble. Some shit. She don't care. She does not care, yo.
Okay? You're going to be out on bond, aren't you?
Mm.
If you're not out on bond, you be sure you're in here, because if you're not, I'll issue a bench warrant, you'll be right back in jail. It'll be a lot higher next time.
On April
She's just like, yes, 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 yes. Okay, yes, yes. She doesn't care.
28th, she allegedly bought a $53,000 BMW from City Auto Sales on Elmore Road. On May 1st, she got a $42,000 Mercedes-Benz A220 from Smith Imports on South 3rd Street. On May 2nd, she got a nearly $40,000 Audi A7 from Mount Moriah Auto Sales. The judge continued the case to this Thursday, warning Williams to stay out of trouble.
If you pick up another case, there will be no bond.
Look at her demeanor.
Okay? You got that? You understand that?
In Memphis, Marcus Hunter, WREG News Channel 3.
If you've been in a car
Okay, sorry about that. So the judge, I can't even say that's a slap on the wrist. Let's say that's a tap on the wrist, because he's like, stay out of trouble, okay? See you next week. Why? So she could keep doing this shit again? I don't understand. One of my questions is, I'm curious to know if this was done at an auto mall. I wonder if the dealers know who she is, if they're familiar with who she is, meaning, are they also investigating whoever investigated her? Are they also investigating the dealerships? Now, we're going to look at another video clip where someone else did something similar, but it's still in Tennessee. And it's like, I get it. The cost of living down there is low. I actually haven't had a client in Tennessee in years. I think I just had like one or two throughout my whole credit repair, lifetime as a credit repair specialist. But I guess times are tough. I think it's a hustle. I think the dealerships are involved. I think the salesman is involved. But I wonder if it's like an auto mall. Like, if you don't know what an auto mall is, it's when it's a whole road full of different car dealerships, and they may or may not be owned by the same people, or if it's owned by different people, then they work together. I don't know, but I'm just curious. It's so much and so little as far as a penalty is concerned. It's just concerning. All right, I'm going to share my screen with y'all again and show you guys the second clip, and then we can discuss that as well. Hold on. I keep doing this to you guys. All right, I'm going to fix it. Boom. Share and play. And you got to hear it first, right? So let's unmute ourselves.
Involving first at 4:30, a Cordova man is in jail facing charges tied to a sophisticated crime spree involving expensive cars and identity theft. Good afternoon. I'm April Thompson.
I'm Alex Coleman. It almost sounds like something out of a movie, but it didn't play out on the big screen. Instead, this happened for real at several Memphis car dealerships and didn't come to an end until one of the cars was spotted in South Haven. He is the suspected car thief with a passion for buying expensive cars while using someone else's name.
False ID.
Memphis police say Marquez Blackwell is accused of illegally buying more than $140,000 worth of cars last year. Daniel Irwin is with the Better Business Bureau of the Mid-South.
Well, it's a crazy story. And the first thing that comes to mind is this is a great example of, identity theft.
Police say in July, Blackwell had
Thank
a
you,
fake
Daniel. We
Mississippi
kind of
driver's
pieced
license.
that together already. Hopefully, since you're from the Better Business Bureau, Daniel, you'll have something intelligent to say and give us advice on what to do moving forward or to prevent other consumers from falling victim. But let's continue.
Using the name Alan Barnes to buy a 2017 Black Infiniti QX60 at Gossett Motors on Mount Moriah, costing almost $30,000. He also gave the dealership false paperwork, pretending he was a manager at True Green Lawn Care. A month later, Blackwell
that's a
went
common denominator between this clip and the other one we just saw. Not only are they using other people's identity, they're forging documents. Like, that has to be an illegal. That has to be illegal. I'm pretty sure it's a crime on top of forgery, on top of identity theft. So I'm concerned that identity theft is not really considered a major crime. Meanwhile, it's destroying people's credit every day, all day. which prevents them to get positive credit and moving forward and so on and so forth as far as financially. I find that to be questionable.
Gossett Volkswagen on Winchester and also used the same fake ID to buy a black 2021 Volkswagen Atlas SUV
Using the
for
same
more than
false information.
$51,000. And in October, he was bold enough to go back to the Gossett dealership on Mount Moriah, this time buying a silver 2022 Kia Stinger valued at more than $61,000 using his fake ID.
So he hit up the same place more than once. Like, bro, you cannot tell me this isn't on some scheme type shit. You can't tell me that they're not working together. They're not in cahoots together somehow, some way. If you tell me, I won't believe you. Because, or I mean, like, how long does it take for them to recognize that this is false information? Now, identity theft can come in so many different ways. You can get identity information, other people's information from the black web. You can use people who have been deceased. I don't know what's going on in these streets, but he kept going back to the same location buying cars. That's concerning.
I think the first step is we all have to take responsibility for our own identity, and we have to tighten up what we do, right? We have to keep our information safe.
Eventually, the True Green Company was contacted saying they didn't have an employee by the name of Alan Barnes. The real Alan Barnes told police he didn't give anyone permission to use this identity. And 2 dealership employees were able to identify Blackwell in a police lineup. As for the stolen cars, one of them was spotted during a traffic stop in South Haven, which are all part of a crime affecting consumers and businesses.
And again, when it's happening at this level, this type of sophistication, ultimately consumers pay the price when businesses get taken for fraud.
Definitely something to think about. By the way, Blackwell is now facing charges of identity theft, forgery, and theft of property.
Okay. Well, thank you very much, Daniel and the news anchor. What's the solution? See, that's what grinds my gears is that you're talking about something that's mad serious enough to be reported to the news, serious enough to let the consumer know what's going on in these streets and how this is serious and this is detrimental to. It's not telling you anything about how to fix it. It's not telling you what to do to protect yourself. That guy literally came from the BBB. Yeah, he came from the Better Business Bureau. Excuse me, I feel like I'm sliding the hell down. But he's literally he's literally from the BBB, and yet he didn't offer any sort of solution. All right, since he's not, I will. This is my job anyway. I do it for my clients. I'm doing it for y'all. Free game. I need y'all to put security freezes on your credit report. That's very important. You have to put a fraud alert on your credit report. Do it with as many bureaus as possible. Yes, there's 63 bureaus. I'm not sitting here saying do it with all 63, even though it wouldn't hurt. There's nothing wrong with that. But what you want to pay attention to is this. Even when you're getting your credit fixed, your credit is exposed. The banks are contacting each other. The bureaus are contacting the banks. Your information is already out there. Protect your credit even when I'm fixing your credit. That's number one. Before you get your credit fixed, put a security freeze on there. Put a fraud alert on your shit, especially if you think someone stole it, like your identity. When I am finished fixing your credit, you have a good credit score. Yes, you're now approved for such and such and so on and so forth and whatnot, and therefore, right? Keep that freeze on there. The reason why that's important as well is because what happens is anybody that tries to run your credit report, they're going to need your approval. You're going to have to sign off on it. All right. So I don't care. Like I think I told you about the incident where I was asleep one time. This is before I was doing credit. That was like before I had kids. I was youngin', but I was in my own apartment, chilling, asleep, not chilling. I was asleep, 3-something in the morning. I get these notifications from, what was it? PayPal. I hate PayPal to this day because of this. And they're basically saying that, oh, somebody's running your credit. So now I have all these inquiries from PayPal. But if you have a freeze on your credit report, then none of those inquiries would have came through. So don't sleep on inquiries. Don't think, oh, it's only like a short hit to my credit or whatever. That shit adds up. Like that's 2 to 3 points drop in your credit score, right? Then who are these people doing this, running your credit in the middle of the night? Think about it. So if you have a freeze, that blocks all of that. If you've had your identity stolen, immediately put a fraud alert, file a police report, do what you have to do, but understand no real legal action is going to happen, as we can see, anytime soon. And if they do catch the person, especially depending on where you're at, it's little to no solution. You see, they got tapped on the wrist, not slapped on the wrist, they got tapped on the wrist. Meanwhile, your credit has suffered tremendously. Don't think because you have a high credit score, a decent credit score, or that you live in a good neighborhood that you're straight. You're not. Because, like, thieves aren't going to rob poor people. They're going to go after people that have money and a high credit score so their little schemes can work, right? All right, so do something about it. Yes, I will do a video telling you how to freeze your report. I will even use my own report to show ya what can be done. Same with the fraud alert. It's very simple. It's not complicated, so it's not going to be a long video, but y'all need to do something about it. I'm looking at the little statistics and looking at which videos you are interested in. I appreciate the fact that you're following me every day. You're downloading your free personal information dispute letter from my website at fixmycreditnow850.com. I appreciate that. That's what's up. But don't get cute now because you filed for bankruptcy. Somebody got your bankruptcy off or any collections under your bankruptcy and you're good. No, because your credit score dropped and took a hard hit with the bankruptcy. Now, imagine somebody coming in and stealing your identity, and all you needed to do is put a little fraud alert or fucking freeze on your credit report. All right. Handle it is very, very important. You see what people are doing. They're stealing in big numbers and getting little to no repercussions. All right. So I'm gonna wrap this up. I'm gonna do some more videos for y'all, and I'll eventually do that. So just in case, I know you guys aren't really watching that shit, but don't come crying to me like, oh, we didn't know. Because I told you and you chose not to watch the video. That's on you. But anyway, hopefully you're watching this video. This reaction video helped in any way, shape, or form. I hope it did. Be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, donate, download, whatever the hell y'all need to do to show support. I greatly appreciate it. I appreciate all my followers, everybody that's following and commenting and stuff like that. I will comment once a week in case you guys are like, how come you're not responding? So I will respond, but I'm actually working. I got credit to fix, y'all. But I will talk to y'all soon. I wish you the best of luck.